What if I told you the term green building is one of the most misunderstood concepts in construction today? Is it just a solar panel on the roof? Or maybe a fancy garden? Or is it perhaps something deeper that changes everything right from the first sketch? Hey everyone, I'm Matt from Building Green. After more than 7 years working as a sustainability consultant, I've seen what truly makes a building green and what's just greenwashing. Today, we're finally cutting through the noise. We'll answer what the green building really is, how it works in practice, and tackle the biggest myth of all, that it has to be wildly expensive. Let's get into it. Let's start simple. What, after all, is a green building? If you think about the building itself, a green building is nothing more than a regular building with equal or better performance than a standard one, but with a significantly lower environmental impact. But building green actually go much farther than that. Usually when people think about green buildings, they imagine buildings with thousands of plants, giant green walls, and beautiful green roofs. But here's where it gets tricky. Green is not automatically green building. This can actually even be deceptive. Some projects may conceive a green face by having green walls and a good-looking green roof, but be terribly inefficient in every other way. Building green is much more about building high-performance, people-centered buildings than it is about creating a facade full of plants. So how do we separate the genuinely sustainable from the marketing? This is where our most important ally comes in. Before we talk about green building measures, we need to talk about green building certifications like LEED, WELL, or BREEAM. There's no way to avoid it. Even though the certifications are not strictly mandatory, they are essential tools to help builders create genuine green buildings. Why? Because they create a credible framework and a common language. Green building certifications turn vague sustainability goals and random eco-friendly measures into specific, measurable actions. This fights greenwashing, and more than that, allows us to compare different buildings in an easy and direct way. Think of green building certifications as a sophisticated scoring system. They have different categories: energy, water, materials, health, and they award points for the most impactful measures. Some even have different focuses. LEED, for example, looks more towards performance, consuming less energy and less water, and building highly efficient buildings. WELL, on the other hand, focuses more on human health, creating comfortable environments that foster people's mobility, body health, and mental health. They are the rulebook for the game. But now let's get practical. What does a green building actually have that others don't? First, a crucial point. A genuine green building is born green. Its DNA is sustainable from the very first sketch. Let's break down a few key areas. Energy and light. It starts with the building orientation. Where will the sun hit? This guides the need for shading and informs advanced thermal simulations to design the most efficient heating and cooling systems. All of that before even a single brick is laid. Water. Here, the first thing is about choosing highly efficient fixtures to reduce the building's water demand. Then, the next step would be identifying water uses that don't really demand drinkable water level, and aim for supplying these needs with alternative water sources, such as rainwater harvesting or even on-site treated wastewater. The goal here is reduce and reuse, in this specific order. Mobility and people. This is also key. A building can be efficient but miserable to use. A true green building is designed for people. This should start by locating your building close to diverse services that people may need and allow them to easily connect to public transportation. Ideally, you should also foster people's mobility inside and outside of the building, by providing bike racks and showers for cyclists, for example, and even by designing inviting staircases to encourage active movement while they are inside the building. And these are just a handful of measures. We haven't even touched on materials, waste, or indoor air quality. Now you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, Matt, but this must be absurdly expensive. If you had to guess the cost premium, what would you say? 40%? 50%? Seems logical, right? We are adding a lot of innovative features compared to standard building, so it is logically expected to also cost much more to build. Do you want to know the real answer? Research shows that cost premiums for green buildings actually fall within a range of minus 0.4% to 12.5%. Minus 0.4%? But that would mean spending less money than on a regular building. That's exactly right. How is that possible? One word: synergy. In a green building, changes aren't isolated expenses. They are connected investments that amplify each other. Let me give you a classic example. What if I told you you could improve this office's lighting without spending a single extra cent on lamps? You could do it by choosing a lighter colored floor, for example. A lighter floor reflects much more light, meaning you need fewer light fixtures. Now, adopt the same strategy for all offices and floors in the building. Suddenly, you are saving hundreds of lights. Fewer lights mean less heat produced inside. Less internal heat means you can install a smaller, less expensive HVAC system. A smaller HVAC system means less electrical wiring. Where does that saved money go? It can be reinvested into something like solar panels. That is the synergy loop. Do it right from the start and you optimize the entire budget. So why don't we see more green buildings? This is also much simpler to explain than it looks. Because it takes work. Real, integrated, front-loaded work. Many prefer a simpler path. Put on a green roof, call it sustainable, and call it a day. They don't want to rethink the lighting design. It's always worked. They avoid innovating the HVAC system. Why risk it? Rainwater harvesting sounds like extra maintenance. That's why you often see so-called sustainable buildings that look just like any other, and if they are certified, they often sit at the minimum possible level. And this brings us to a vital point. Remember when I said a green building doesn't need a certificate to be green? It's true. An uncertified building can even be more sustainable than a certified one. The power of certification isn't just about being green, it's about comparison. It's the difference between a burger joint claiming they have the world's best burger and a refrigerator having a clear energy label that proves it is more efficient than its competitor. One is a claim, the other is a verifiable, comparable fact. So, is a green future possible? Absolutely. Imagine a future where every building has a clear, transparent label. When you want to rent or buy an apartment, you have a checklist. Which one uses less water? Which offers better thermal comfort? Which is truly integrated with nature? That is the true power of green buildings and certifications. It's not just about saving the planet. It's about creating better, healthier, more efficient spaces for us all to live and work in, and giving us the tools to make better choices. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like. It helps the channel a lot. What topic should I dive in next? The real cost of greenwashing? A deeper dive into lead? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video, where I'll keep on demystifying sustainability. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.